Have you ever noticed how prices always seem to rise, no matter what? Every year, things cost a little more. Food, rent, education, even the things we once thought were stable. We've been told this is normal, that a healthy economy needs inflation to keep growing. But what if that story is upside down? What if the natural state of a truly free market isn't inflation, but deflation? A world where your money quietly gains value over time instead of losing it. Let's explore how we ended up in a system where prices rise by design and how Bitcoin may be guiding us back to the way money was always meant to work. To understand why things feel broken, we need to rewind to 1971. That year, President Richard Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard. Before that, every dollar represented real physical value. It was tied to gold in vaults. After 1971, money became fiat, valuable only because governments say it is. That change unlocked something powerful and dangerous. Governments and central banks could now create new money from nothing. Since then, global money supply has ballooned. For example, in the US, more than half of all dollars ever printed were created in just a few short years, and each new dollar silently chips away at the value of the ones already in your pocket. It's inflation by design, the greatest invisible tax in human history. Here's what inflation really does. When new money enters the system, it doesn't reach everyone at the same time. Those closest to the printer, big banks, corporations, and governments, spend it first before prices adjust. By the time it reaches you, the prices of groceries, rent, and gas have already caught up. Your wages lag behind, your savings buy less. Think about it like this. Your grandparents might have bought a full week of groceries for $20. Today, that same $20 might buy lunch and a drink. Or if your bank pays you 3% interest while prices rise 8%, you're quietly losing 5% of your purchasing power every year, even as your balance goes up. Inflation doesn't steal your money outright. It just erases its meaning, 1 percentage point at a time. So how did we come to believe this was normal? After the link to gold was broken, governments discovered that controlled inflation made debt easier to manage. Money printing could fund wars, bailouts, and political promises, all without immediately raising taxes. Inflation became policy, a tool to push growth on paper, even if it quietly drained the wealth of savers in reality. Now, when you hear the word deflation, you've probably been told it's dangerous, that falling prices mean economic collapse or depression. But that's only one kind, the bad kind, when people stop spending because confidence is gone. There's another kind, healthy deflation. It's what happens when innovation makes things cheaper to produce. That's the kind of deflation we should celebrate. When technology and efficiency increase, prices should naturally fall. That's not crisis, that's progress. Imagine smartphones, renewable energy, or online learning, all once expensive, now accessible to nearly everyone. That's deflation working for humanity. Our current system fights that natural progress. Constant inflation keeps us spending, borrowing, and consuming just to stay afloat. It punishes savers and rewards debtors. But in a deflationary system, one based on sound money, the opposite happens. You're encouraged to think long term, to save, to plan. In an inflationary world, you rush to spend before your money loses value. In a deflationary world, you gain peace of mind because time works for you, not against you. That single shift changes everything. How families plan their futures, how companies invest, how society measures success. And that's where Bitcoin changes the story. With a fixed supply of 21 million coins, it's programmed scarcity, the exact opposite of fiat money. No central bank can print more. As technology and productivity rise, each Bitcoin's purchasing power tends to increase. That means simply holding it lets you share in human progress. Bitcoin doesn't rely on fragile promises, only mathematics and consensus. Its deflationary design rewards patience, integrity, and foresight. It turns money from a tool of control into a measure of contribution. Now, yes, Bitcoin's price still moves up and down. That's because we're early in its adoption curve. But the key idea isn't day-to-day volatility. its long-term direction. Over time, as demand grows and supply stays fixed, Bitcoin's purchasing power increases. That's real deflation, more value from the same money. And as new technologies make life cheaper, from renewable energy to automation, that effect compounds. Bitcoin aligns perfectly with an age of technological abundance. Sound, deflationary money could transform more than just prices. It could reshape society itself. Families could save without fear that their future will evaporate. Homes and education could become affordable again as debt loses its grip. Retirement could mean rest, not worry. Governments would have to spend responsibly because they couldn't create money out of thin air. When money is honest, people become honest stewards of it. Deflation, when rooted in sound money, isn't a crisis. It's freedom made visible. Our inflationary system isn't a law of nature. It's a human choice. It was built to serve those who issue money, not those who earn it. Bitcoin offers a way back to balance, a financial ecosystem that mirrors nature itself, limited, regenerative, self-correcting. In nature, growth doesn't come from endless expansion. It comes from cycles of renewal. Bitcoin follows that same rhythm. Steady, finite, sustainable. Deflation isn't something to fear. It's what happens when progress and fairness finally work together. And maybe that's what money was always meant to be. A reflection of truth, time, and trust that grows stronger with every generation.